Ladies, gentlemen, gamers, everything in between in any of those genders, including gamers, which is now a gender actually according to me. My name is Strong Legs. This fine young gentleman right here is Boggs. First match coming up right here, Boggsy. Lilmix versus Izako Boars. Vex Gaming versus Blue Jays coming up next. But let's come back into this. I think the gameplay is already on and pistol round's about to begin, so we can hop into the game. Wait, not yet, sir. Sorry. Not yet. Almost though. We're ready. Knife round just finished. Now they're gonna get started on the pistol round. But in the meantime, Lilmix versus Izako Boars is an incredibly important one. Now let's go into the gameplay. We are now ready. Action is definitely coming in a matter of time. Boggsy, one of these teams is looking for that top spot. Lilmix.
Ooh, a battle for top. Really do love to see it, especially as we are getting down to the wire in Winners League. I believe it's 2-6 earlier today. It's going to be Izako Boars to get the first two. The bomb goes down for Lilmix, but still it's a 5v3 and there's a kit on casual. So he does have himself that 5-second defuse. He's going to pop out of jungle as well, looking for some more damage. Lincoln will go for the peak, but he will go down in the end. Pith falls as well. Wolfie the last alive. He's coming in from Cat. That human shield mode engaged for X's. And the defuse should surely come in through now as the kill goes by. Next will take him down. So the defuse will go the way of Izako Boars. A flawless retake on the A-site pistol. And first round goes the way of the Polish squad.
Okay, Neeks, we see you. That was insane. I mean, he held that jungle down pretty much single-handedly. But the bomb plant box, that's the bigger problem here for Izako Boars. They've gotten the first round, yes. Now they have to deal with a full Gileo purchase. All head armor except for Perron, who's opted for the smoke. That is going to be straight for the window as Lilmix looks to overwhelm here. He looks for those fights with those rifles. Ranked by numbers. Now, if Izako Boars are unaware of the potential buy here, that could be problematic. And that smoke and window, that's going to draw Exus and Casual Noob forward onto that mid-pronged attack. But they have the crossfire for now.
I think that Izako Boars, they went for full rifles. Kill goes the way of the T's. Actually, the third will as well. Trades going back and forth, but the bomb falls forward. However, the trades are still going through fast and furious as we've had 8 kills in a matter of 6 kills, rather, in a matter of a few seconds. And now Pith has fallen one more time. Perron last alive in a 1v2. The bomb at the feet of the CT, watching intently from Cat. Spray goes through with so much damage on the Perron, but he's still alive and kicking the bomb. Yet to be recovered though. And eventually the spray through the smoke will be his undoing as Izako Boars counter the Galil buy. Although they do take a serious amount of casualties, losing 3 rifles.
Yeah. That was an expensive round, but they would have definitely avoided disaster with that one. I mean, Lilmix, that could have easily been their round had a couple things gone their way. But I want to know how these players are so good at spamming through smokes. Excuse me, I'm the worst when it comes to spamming through smokes. I can never find any lanes or any of the angles. They always know where to aim. Deagle spam for Pit is rough, but he does do a serious amount of damage. Now, Lincoln will eliminate Neeks. That's what I'll get so far into this matchup, but on the A defenses, Perron gets caught kind of being a little but Wolfie, he's opened up. Dude, that was the only defender here on this whole site. They just opened up the entire A bomb site with that kill. Now they can plant the bomb. They can get a serious amount of money in. And they're delaying, but this delay is actually working against them.
It really is. The Molotov is faded, and that's going to allow jungle pressure to come in. The spray's coming through. X's will jump up on top of the ticket booth box, and there goes his kill. The bomb still sits in firebox, but now it's all down to Wolfie. He spots out the next head, and he actually drops X's with a body shot. But Casual Noob and Beast coming in on the retake. They have a kit. But Wolfie, he's been good. Does cross into the wide open. Beast capitalizes on that one. It will be another round for Izako Boars with the bomb plant and 3 kills for Lilmix, meaning that they actually have themselves in great position moving forward here.
They are in a really good position moving forward. You're absolutely right. They have so much money. Yeah, probably even more than Izako Boars, honestly. Yeah, they actually have more than Izako Boars. And Izako Boars is coming off a 3-round streak here. AWP out for Neeks. That is going to be the hard-hitting weapon for Izako Boars. But Petitek, he's downgraded to an ump, which isn't terrible because he's an A anchor. And he has a lot of utility and the extra kit. So that's going to help the squad out a lot on the defenses. But for now, what they have to worry about is mid control. It's coming in for Little Mix in full force. They've thrown the smoke, they've thrown the mollies. Now they're looking for the battle towards Kwan, towards Window, but it'll be Neeks catching barely the shoulder of Wolfie. And now the Little Mix, the offense on middle has been weakened seriously, Boggs. Now the smokes are going to start running out. They're going to start running pretty thin on utility and mid, and they can only linger here for so long before they have to start worrying about these crossfires.
Yeah, that was a great opening kill from Neeks. X's adds one, make it a second, as well as he sprays down Pit to follow up. It's a 2-man advantage or 3-man advantage, actually, for Izako Boars, as they've taken 3 kills for the price of 8 damage, make it a 4K, or 4-man advantage, as Neeks will add a second to his total, and now Perron against the X. He will take out Petitek, is I think how you say it?
Yeah, Petitek is fine.
Petitek, there we go.
Potato. Close enough, Boggs.
It's too early for me. My tongue's still tied.
Yeah, and my hope is still tied in this round for Little Mix. Unless Perron is a wizard or a magician with full mana. But nope, out of mana, out of life, and out of chance. Izako Boars claimed the 4th round. Only Petitek lost there, so this is a solid round. If I'm not mistaken, Petitek was the one that had the ump, so I don't think they're really too concerned about that loss.
Correct, you are. He was the one with the UMP, so the minimal investment player went down for Izako Boars, and that is exactly the best case scenario for them. But up against them now is the Vega Mac 10 play. This time not on Inferno, but on Mirage, and the B Rush seems to be in the cards. The Molotov's coming in from both sides. The nade as well, but will actually allow them to get through, but the nade has done so much damage. He's coming with one, and Beast from behind the boxes on site pounces for another. Once again, Izako Boars looking to start things off cleanly. Neeks does not capitalize on the shot, but it's going to be Beast to get one more, but Lincoln and Wolfie take 2 simultaneous kills. Actually able to modify potentially happen here. Lincoln's picking off, goes down to X's, and Neeks will eventually land his shot onto Wolfie. So only 2 casualties for Izako Boars, a little more than they would have liked, but in the end, they get a 5-0 lead. They've been able to have a pretty solid economy as they save the double op setup as well.
Yeah, they're still kind of on the fence, right? Not quite on an eco, but if they lose this round without any weapon save, it'll definitely be on kind of a on the fence purchase, right? They'll have rifles, but kind of limited in many different aspects. But the most important thing, though, is that they're holding on, right? They're at that 5-0 now. They've had a solid start. You keep denying the bomb plants, which is helping them immensely in these rounds. Now, Lincoln, he's looking for the Joker play. As soon as that smoke fades, he'll take the 50-50. Spots nothing. Lincoln finds the timing and finds himself the second kill towards the A side. Now Petitek, the only defender, he gets overwhelmed. Now they own the entire A site. That smoke is going to block off the vision. Attack comes off from Neeks. Had that been a kill, maybe they would have had the confidence to go for this one, but now it seems almost lost. Wait a minute. There's still more than enough time. Oh, he's just looking for a weapon upgrade. He's out of there. He's looking for that economic damage.
Yeah, I can't blame Izako Boars. They have a 5-round lead. Might as well play with it and hold things down. Keep the op in hand as well. They can drop another one or rifles over to X's or Petitek. Actually, they should be even with minimal loss. 1400. X's and Petitek will need drops. Casual Noob should be good, but I don't think we'll see a double op setup from Izako Boars coming through. And we definitely won't now that Neeks has fallen. He's going to try and save the op. The nade will deal some damage, but it won't be a kill. Good chunk of damage dealt by Lilmix as well, keeping only 1 gun saved for Izako Boars, and it's a good answer back from Lilmix, who's been looking a little flat right now, but they can build off of this win. Izako Boars will be on the broke bus with a minimal purchase into the next round. It's a chance for Lilmix to actually start to build back into this game and start to build the economy, which is so powerful, but Neeks on the op takes the ramp peak and gets the early pick for the CT side. There's going to be some good loot for Izako Boars. However, A-site's still going to be the point of contact as Wolfie and Perron have flooded out to the A-site. Neeks finds another. His peeks out, though, and he's going to take down 1. Perron drops Casual Noob. And now this is where things get messy for Izako Boars. They have a flanker in the form of T-Tech. X's and Beast have to hold things down. X is getting tagged, getting tapped, and Pit will eliminate him from the palace position. T-Tech has not yet pounced. The bomb has gone down, but he is yet to reveal himself. Watches the angle and takes him down in the end. Beast in the 1v3. These players are low, but I don't know if he'll expect Pit to rotate all the way back to ramp. This is not a favorable position for him coming in from jungle. There's players on all angles. Not to take the right guess. Guess first, and he does actually guess correctly. Now, 2 more to 5. Eagle Molotovs coming in from both sides. Wolfie's made a position level. Will he get it on ramp? He has to stick it now. His time is ticked so low. Hold. He's gonna get sprayed. Pitt will win that duel.
Jesus, these rounds are dicey, aren't they?
Coming down to the wire yet again. I mean, we had a great dust 2 earlier on today, and this one's shaping up like it's going to be a fantastic mirage. Both teams hitting hard, hitting heavy. We'll see who can come out on top in the end, but right now, Izako Boars not going to win this run unless Beast can come up with a miraculous Deagle play. He's on the Deagle vest, only bit of purchase done by Izako Boars. The T-Tech goes aggressive, does a little bit of damage with the USP, so not a bad start.
Not bad start at all. Eeks is not having a good time in wind blocks like that much. H&S spots casual. Ooh, that's a fadeaway dink right there. Casual noob. He gets to escape. Wolfie does 11-8 beast out in middle. Now they know this B anchor is wounded. They know they're on pistols. I think Lilmix has this one in the bag. At this point, it's really just a matter of how many weapons are we going to lose here. Does Petite get a weapon? Does he find the flank? Does he catch the timing on Perron?
But is taking the MAC-10 out that influential as well? Because, I mean, it is just the MAC-10. Considering that there's Kriegs and Ops up and across the rest of the board. I feel like the MAC-10 would be just kind of a throwaway gun now for Izako Boars. Maybe have it play close van on B, but not really much else you could do with it.
Okay, smokes for mid. That's going to block off Neeks, who's probably just going to jump through at the proper timing here. Try to catch something. Oh, he's dropped. Oh, they didn't hear it. That's the op and the bomb.
That's actually huge. Another dink comes in on the Wolfie as well. He goes down. But now, it's actually beautiful for Izako Boars. Oh, Perron, so lucky. 1 HP to his name. And he flicks around. Pitt comes in, hits another dink. Neeks will fall in the end, but expensive for Lilmix now. They lose 2 players. Could have been a lot worse. Perron with 1 paltry point of health. Wow, Izako Boars making it work with the USPs.
I'm being told casual noob is Toa. Actually, I haven't seen his name. This man's been using an alias to hide his alias for the longest time, but it is Toa after all. Okay, I thought it was him. I just wasn't entirely sure. Now Neeks, he's looking for that opening pick again. I love how mobile he's playing on the map right now. Just taking a shot. Now he's gonna reposition, go for a duel somewhere else. Just try to keep catching them off guard. He's got a pick in Palace. Now he's going for the pick towards a ramp. Now, of course, we know Lilmix is setting up for that A execute, and if this is not properly cleared, they're gonna have to deal with him. But now he's been spotted. This one's got a little bit harder for him, but he still catches one. But he's there. Access is there for the support as well, all the way from back triple. And it seems like Lilmix doesn't even get out of the ramp without being decimated entirely.
Petite goes full aggressive as well to finish off Perron. Some great play from Meeks as well close up, and the secondary op on ticket from Exus keeps him alive as well. I believe it was only 1 casualty for Izako Boars in the entirety of the round. That's a fantastic confidence boost as they lost the last 3 in a row. This is going to keep them good, and actually the money on Lilmix is terrible as well. Wolfie relegated to a Deagle. MAC-10 on Lincoln. Izako Boars have themselves in a great position to actually build on this lead even more and really take a huge advantage. He actually spotted out Wolfie on ramp as well. That's some more information gained.
That is a lot of information gained. You don't set up for a jungle smoke unless you know there's a few more players there trying to follow up with that A execute. Lincoln has once again got into the smoke. He's been doing a phenomenal job with the lurk. He finds himself 1 and a second, and that might have just bought them their ticket into towards that A site. As he gets pushed off by the molly. Now they know exactly where he is, and he's been eliminated. And somehow, the Lilmix, they find the way in.
The MAC-10 openings from Lincoln really creating opportunity for Lilmix. Buzz going for the spray, takes down 1, but Hit is there for the trade. Toa, 1 kill, 2 more to find. And 1 is very low HP. The bomb yet to go down as well. He'll reposition, he'll fall off, and hear the footsteps tramping around the site. There he goes, and Perron will spot him out. Scopes back in, takes him down, and switches over to the op for good measure.
Lincoln, MAC-10 on lurk. It's 2 openers, Boggs. He got both offers too, I'm pretty sure.
I believe he did, actually. Because, yeah, X was playing with the op on stairs and then Neeks in the jungle. So, massive for a Mac 10, too. $1,050 investment. Comes out with 2 kills, both ops and the A site to his team as well. I think that's a very good play and something that... I mean, he's the opper, too, for local Mix. He shows up with Mac 10. However, it's going to be Toao to get the first kill. 5-7 headshot. The gun not yet recovered. He braids, plays, and he actually is going to get a second kill for his troubles. This could turn around now horribly for Little Mix, as now there's 2 rifles in the hands of Izako Boars, and Toa has armor as well.
Yeah, now, one of the biggest mistakes Little Mix could make right now is playing this really slow, because now they don't really know where the rifles are. They don't know if they're stacking towards A. They don't know if they're still stuck towards B. Now they're going to walk up cat, single prong attack, spotted a nice opener. That's one of the M4 down, but now it's just, Toa just destroying them from above. Now it's Lincoln, the 1 versus 3. They've eliminated all the rifles. His pistol's out here alone. Lincoln, he's been spotted in sight, and it's only a matter of time before he gets overwhelmed. He finds a first, no scope onto the second. He goes for the third, but he's not quite on point for that one. 16 HP, but he still has a big chance here. This is only a one-shot weapon, and Lincoln claws him out of what could have been a disastrous round, but still a solid eco round for Izako Boars. That puts Little Mix in a tough position here. They've lost their loss bonus entirely. There's none left. If they lose this, it's pretty much a double eco.
Same could be, another eco would be incoming for Izako Boars should they lose this as well. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword for both teams. Whoever loses is going to be facing the brunt of an eco. But what a hero play first from Toao, and then Lincoln answering back when his team needed him the most. Exus will start things off with his op, but Lincoln, the no-scope on sight, getting that second kill was absolutely spectacular. Almost got the third as well into arches, making it a lot easier for himself, but that was hero play after hero play. This time, though, we'll not be able to pick anything up. P-Tech will answer with 1. Peron strikes back, though. Ace site not yet under the control of Little Mix, but they have some leeway. However, Neeks is here. He's been strong so far, but if he's not careful, he could get overwhelmed by close range pushes from Little Mix. However, they're content to just hang it back around the ramp. I'm wondering if they might be repositioning it if the pit is clearing the apartments. And actually, I think they are going to fall back and rotate towards B. Does seem to be the case right now.
Yeah, this is being played out really dynamically, actually, by Izako Boars as well. The only problem is Pit catches the timing. That's Toa. He's down. That's the B anchor. Now they have to send their numbers over towards the B site. Pit is hearing this, and they still have the option of going A. They don't quite commit to this. A 1-for-1 deal. Not bad, but that puts these other players in a kind of an unusual spot. But it's a race towards the A site. All the players are running now. They know exactly what's happening. Big brains here for Izako Boars.
Yeah, the ops are going to make it first as well. They're going to be able to set up, and there's no utility to ward them off. The tag goes through the box, and time is a factor as well. It's ticking lower and lower. The bomb has to go down within 10 seconds. Capped. He's forced off the bomb, and now it's going to be Neeks to find one through the box. But Peron has picked it up again. He's going to go for the stick. Neeks, not lining up the shot, working his way in instead. I like this call from Neeks, but Peron's upgraded to an SG. He's going to peek in and win that duel. 3 kills in the round for him. Would have been a necessary 3K for Neeks to pull that one back for Izako Boars, but Little Mix have drawn even at 6 apiece. And Izako Boars will be worse for wear as they could not muster a full buy into the scenario. However, Toa will have a 5-7 in hand yet again. We saw what he did last time. He had this weapon and armor. It was 4 kills. Maybe he can make it an ace this time.
Yeah, this is scrappy, isn't it? That's a stack towards the A site. Little Mix, they're starting to peer into the site. Now, as long as the Little Boars don't overexpose themselves, you won't entirely know this is a stack. These Molotovs are making incredibly difficult now. A DJ finds one, a second one with an eagle. He's going to jump up on the boxes. Now this round is crumbling all down to Pit. The 1 versus 3, no possession of the bomb, full weapons available now for Izako Boars, and this might just be a straight up robbery unless Pit has something to say about it.
It's a crispy first shot. He's surviving the deagle spam for now, as Neeks will tag him down to 20 HP through the wall. There's no more hope for... Wait! Oh, I thought Pit almost had that. X is at 5 HP. Hit with the bladder pop almost took him down, but if he got that next kill, it would have been possible. I thought Pitt had a chance there, especially after that first shot. I believe it was Pitt on the little scaffolding boxes. But this time it's Lilmix's turn to be on the weak buy as Izako Boars commit grand theft and steal away a round from their opposition.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Those Deags once again opening up these rounds with Deagle, hasn't it? He's such a beast at finding those kills. Napatita compromised, but he's playing passive, waiting for them to watch him, but he gets overwhelmed. 3 versus 3. M4 is recovered. Bomb is now being planted. Lincoln is right beneath the smoke. He can easily come through at any point in time. That molly will push X's back, but now it's a double man retake from CT spawn.
Oh, it's going to be Toa and Luz to get the kills. Now Lincoln has to hold things down in the clutch once again. This time being mollied away. Not necessarily close to it. He has to go for the fire. Oh.
1G's in the chat, even though it's not a 1G at all. You know what grinds my gears, Boggs? That actually was. You know what grinds my gears, though, is now people are using the term ninja defuse for everything. You smoke, defuse the bomb, even though everyone knows where you are. We call that a ninja defuse. Die in a molly, everyone calls it a 1G. That's crazy.
The 1G is when you kill yourself with a Molotov. And I mean, it gets me too when people call anyone dying with a Molotov a 1G, because it's just like, no, that's not what happened. It's a self-Molotov hit. But Neeks is getting aggressive. He actually falls back now. It's a wise decision. His flashbang would have surely been his demise. But control firmly in the hands of Little Mix. A lot of damage. But Neeks might be pushed off to go towards jungle. Instead of Williams killed. Not the second, though. His HNS still alive for now. He peeks in again, but he will not live to see another day, as Neeks will shut him down. 2-man advantage for Izako Boars off of the back of a nice double from Neeks. But mid control still in the hands of Little Mix. They have rifles as well. Pith on the glass cannon Deeg. But the double op setup from Izako Boars has been so strong on their CT side, and I think it might be enough to get them a knife.
A little surprised not to see Little Mix taking advantage of ladder room, though. That could have been an easy kill onto Neeks, a potential, at least not quite the equalizer, but at least now it's Petite for the long range battle, but luckily Perron is covering Wolfie all the way from back cat. Excellent into connector will catch Wolfie being a little bit overexposed. Now this is just getting picked apart by the ops. Now they know there's really nowhere else to go but cat, so Perron is a man against the world.
He's been good, but this would have to be phenomenal. Ace clutch, he takes it off Koal's head, but Luz will make sure that no more of his mates will fall as he shuts down Perron in the end. Izako Boars capitalize off the back of some great plays from their individuals and pick up a 9-6 half over Little Mix. You said this is a battle for Little Mix's first seed spot. Izako Boars looking to shut that dream down and pick up a win of their own.
Yeah, this win would be massive for Izako Boars. It would put them in the top 4, put them in a good spot to be in contention for playoffs. Now, what's crazy about this group specifically, the same group that we've shown all day, is how close it is, right? There's no clear leaders. I think Defuse Kids might have picked up the #1 spot. I'd have to redouble check, but still, there are no clear leaders. Anyone could be eliminated. Anyone could make it through. But now it's going to be Toa finding the opening kill on what is such a crucial round for Izako Boars to continue their dominance and continue their lead and solidify it into the second half.
Indeed. I would say a bomb plant is a must for them at the very least, but with the opening pick, look at the rotation from Little Mix as well, from Little Mix. They're abandoning the B site, Roy. They're going for a full A site gamble. But definitely an easier site to retake is A. I mean, B. The close angles favor the Glocks as well. But I think Izako Boars might be making their way back to A site. However, there's a chance that they send feeders into B. Spread everything open. Make sure they have all the information they need. If they can discover B site is wide open first and make the rotation, then it's going to be a good move. However, if they send everyone onto A, that could be a disastrous result for Izako Boars. And they're going to walk out A, despite knowing that B side is relatively clear. X is charging in. He's going to spot one under. That's going to be hit. He's tapping, and he's going to take him down. But HNS comes in, and they still have not revealed the player under the scaffolding. But now the bomb rotates back. But look at this play from Wolfie. He's pushed up behind. The bomb actually going to go back towards A instead. HNS gets caught in rotation. He goes down, and the flank is on. Perron has bided his time, but the hitbox that betrays him. He's going to pick up 2, however. Now they know where 1 is. However, I don't think they'll expect the flank from Wolfie. 1v2 for him. He's been good with the Deagle. Let's see what he can do with the USP.
Oh,
the bomb
goes down the planter, he wins. That's it. Just run away. And he's got it. Wolfie. That was huge. There was actually a small chance he could have kind of whiffed that one. The problem is if they had planted default or anywhere that wasn't exposed to that A ramp position, he would have not been able to deny the bomb plan. And 2v1 might have been successful for Izako Boars. So him letting them cross on site was actually in itself an error, but it doesn't matter because they didn't realize he was in a ramp, so it worked out in his favor at the end. But still, huge round for Lilmix. Bomb plant denied, pistol round deeded. Now they can get their economy going. They can hopefully keep 5 alive right here and not be on the edge of a reset.
Indeed, I think bomb plan avoided is the most important thing for Lilmix in that round. However, Petite Tech's going to tap away, and Lincoln has gone down. HNS has picked up 2, but in the meantime, Toa has gotten pit. Wolfie is oh so low. He goes down to Luz now. It's a 2v2. He has Vest and a FAMAS. The B site under the control of the bomb so far back to C. It's not recoverable. Yeah, but Luz, what a deagle shot into Perron. It's going to be a 1v2 now for Lilmix's HNS. Wait, they're taking it A. This is a brilliant read from Izako Boars. This is a next level play, but HNS is going to try and rotate into jungle, but he's been heard. Luz has the information. He's made the call, and surely they're expecting this. So now the spray comes in, and it's Luz to answer back. The Deagle, 250. Really just brass tacks, slight investment goes the way of Izako Boars.
Yeah, that was a single player investment, by the way. Everyone else was just pistols, no armor. I think it was Beast, the only one that had armor, and he actually ended up going Super Saiyan in that round. Such sick work from him, and he just literally just robbed Lilmix. Straight robbery, sends him back into the realms of double ecos and re-solidifying the lead for his team, breaking double digits. And if they can like successfully claim this one and close this one out, it's going to be an easy 12-7 here, starting on this first official gun round for Lilmix.
Yeah, and it's an A stack from Lilmix as well, whereas Izako Boars decided to bonsai into B. They've had site control for quite some time now. The bomb will be going down for apartments. And the rotation from Lilmix will not be incoming, as I think their best option is to save these guns into the next round. T-Tech's good and hungry for the kills. He's on the hunt, and he's dropped Perron. I don't know if he'll want to continue this fight longer and give up an AK potentially. I think he's going to fall back, and wisely so. This is disaster for Lilmix, though. Losing that round, the last, I mean, you're up against nothing. They do get a kill, but Luz can pick up that SG in return. He's gonna go for it. He gets tagged by HNS, but I think he might go down to bomb. I think Luz is done.
Yeah, no escape for him.
He's dusted.
Okay, not bad, I suppose. A consolation. A couple kills, keeping the economy in check for Izako Boars, not letting Spiral too out of control. Still, though, this is going to be another eco, or at least no buys for Lilmix. They still have the pistols. They still have some armor. They still have the Deagle cannons, so it's not bad. It's workable. Smoke flash 2 for Pit and HNS. But they're playing these rounds out standard, Boggs. They're not really stacking towards anything. They're not really taking any gambles. They're pretty much running gun round setups. 2 towards A, 1 towards mid, 2 towards B. It seems like they're slowly shifting their focus to middle here.
At the right time too, because Lilmix have given up their control. They have a stack towards B. One player up. Dropped off though, but it's Wolfie and Pit picking up 3 headshots raining through. As now that's rifles to be upgraded to as well. The bomb at their feet, and Izako Boars might be getting a taste of their own medicine. Toa only good for 1, and Luz will have to do what he can to bring this back. Although what he can do, probably not a terribly huge amount. There's players coming from all sides. 3 on Cat, HNS from behind. He goes down to HNS on the flank. Little Mix only losing one as well as they pick up a massive amount of confidence, of money, and of guns.
Jesus. I can't stress how big of a round that was for Little Mix. They went from deagles and armor to SGs and AKs. That is huge. Now Izako Boars are pretty much at the end of their economy, and they're stretching that at that. Have the op blast cannon to toe. Petitek, he's been harassed down in A-ramp. He is not having a good time. Back to back nades. Looking for the deagle shot. He finds it. That will actually alleviate some of the pressure, at least finding the opening kill, flooding and stretching the defenses from Little Mix. Still, Izako Boars are far from regrouping and attacking a bomb site here.
The advanced position from Perron as well to A ramp could lead to disaster. As Luz is working his way in connector, hoping somebody can peek him in from ladder. Cat Neeks is ready, and he actually drops Perron as well. Two players taking damage, but that's a massive amount of ground gained for Izako Boars. Now they have a two-man advantage and a bit of room gain on the A site. Rotations forcing in. Pit is holding in, but the off stop from Toa will actually open up the site as Wolfio goes 1-for-1 as well. Pit in 1v4. This is not looking good for Little Mix. As whatever they do, it seems to be countered instantly by Izako Boars. One step forward, two steps back. They can have enough for another buy. So Pit thinning the economy of Izako Boars. The HP, this is doable.
Actually, yeah, if he puts a pep in the step, he could do this, but I don't think he's aware of that Petitek and Neeks are both incredibly wounded. He does know. He seems to be headed in the right direction. Going for this?
Yeah, it's a smoke, but the time is... Nah, there's no time.
Ah, yeah, he just missed his window. Petitek, does he get away? One.
By the hair of his chinny chin chin. That is living right from Petitek.
These back-to-back rounds, though, this is put these teams in such awkward situations. Luckily for Little Mix, their previous eco win has put them in a good spot for at least a few more weapons. Now they're going to take out the double op setup, something we have not seen them run on the CT side just yet.
They really haven't had the opportunity to, as Izako Boars have done a fantastic job of keeping their economy honest, but now they're going to go for the gamble. They're going to roll the dice and see what they can come up with. Neeks made a decision knowing the apartment is Wolfie. Both players not connecting their shots. An aggression A ramp now from Little Mix as two players are going. Pit is holding it from Sandwich, so three players aggressive on A. Look at this mid control.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is actually a really good setup for Little Mix as well to battle this control. They have eyes on Cat, so no one can get up there without knowing. The only problem is you take these duels, and then that happens on top of the jail, and that's Lincoln and HNS brought down, and now they've completely isolated Wolfie. Luckily, he has an op, and he has pillars to dance around, but he's going to have to be on point with the shots.
Got one, he has a second, he's looking for the third, and he takes down Petitek as well. The fourth goes his way as Luz falls. Now it's off versus off. Neeks will win that duel, but there's two more for him to find. And Wolfie might have done enough to stay alive in this game, as another loss here might have been the undoing of Little Mix. But I think Neeks might have the right idea here. He's working his way into market. He might be running his way back to A. Both players from Little Mix coming in from apps, but they're going to be so close on the flank. This is a very rough spot. He hears one. He spots the player down to Van. He sees the smoke now. He smokes in. And there it goes. 1v1 versus Pit. SG versus SG. They both know each other, but look at the time roll. He has to either stick it, make Pit push. Pit will allow the plant. He peeks! But Pit will win that duel in the end. So close for both players. The hero play from Wolfie will be enough. Those 4 kills in the B site were what was able to make the round possible for Little Mix.
No, yeah, that's not even an understatement. Right? He was literally the only reason why Little Mix had a chance in that round. Even 3 kills might not have been enough, honestly. 4 kills was just a sweet spot. Wow, what a performance. I mean, he was so isolated, too. A single missed shot, and the round would have been entirely different right there, but he hits him back to back to back. You love to see that. Add that to the highlight reel. 12-9 now. Izako Boars. No bomb. Actually, I mean, they got the bomb planted, but they still don't have much money to follow it up with anything, really. So it's probably going to be Deagle upgrades again, but worked for them before. I can't really even count them out of this one, but Lilmix. Potential double digit available for them here, and the potential for them to get their economy kind of at least rolling a little bit since they've lost their entire loss bonus now. Be set.
Yeah, they'll definitely need to get some confidence in economy building, because right now they should be able to get double digits up against this rough buy from Izako Boars. However, once that's done, another buy, a loss from Lilmix, and things are going the way of Izako Boars. They're 3 rounds away from winning this map and this match, 2 rounds away from match point. There's no real room for error for Lilmix. They need to build off of this. They need to minimize their casualties, and Izako Boars have done so much work with their pistols, with their light buys, that if I'm Lilmix, I'm a little uneasy. And I'm uneasy for Lilmix because we've seen what Izako Boars can do with the pistols, CT and T-side.
I wonder if this timeout works in favor of a specific team, or if it's just gonna go back to back rounds here, trade it out.
From what I'm reading, X is timed out, so that's at least what word on the street is. If it's actually a timeout or if it's using a tech as a pause, I don't know, but I definitely do agree with you there. I think this does kind of favor one particular team over the other. Gives them some time to think about what they want to do, slow down the momentum of another team that happened to have struck back with a miraculous hero play, and get refocused, while the other side might just be cooling off a little bit.
What's being tempted in the chat right now? No?
Yeah, so X is timed out. The timeout was about to run out, and Lilmix were going to pause if Exodus didn't reconnect, but he's back now, so
All right, all's good then.
And actually, Izako Boars going to go for a force here. What do you think about this play?
It's risk and reward play, right? They know that Lilmix is on the fence with their economy. They know that there's a potential double reset available. So can't knock it. The only problem is if they can't get a bomb plan here, at least it really sets them behind and allows Lilmix back into the game. Wolfie will be the first line of defense they have to get past. Luckily, they have some flashes. They could get him off, but Wolfie off the angle at the worst possible timing. Now there's several upgrades in front of him, but he still catch one. But now he's going to get overwhelmed on the upper B hit.
Only good for one as well, unlike his Wait, the bomb. I think that Izako Boars have forgotten something important. Kills might go their way, but it's not good enough as they have to get the bomb.
Fellas? Alright, I do appreciate that they flooded for the bomb site. That's good. But, fellas, you forgot the objective of the game. The bomb.
I mean, if somebody would have had the bomb, then somebody would have baited. So, you know, it's next level plays. It encourages everyone to go out for it. And actually, Lilmix have fallen completely back. They're just going to hang out in Palace and save. They don't even know that the bomb has not even been close to the site. But Izako Boars will get the bomb down. They'll kill the next 40 seconds. I don't think they'll hunt as they don't have the money, but that was a bit of a comical round there.
Jesus. Imagine they forgot the bomb, so they just abandoned B site and go back to A into the stack from Lilmix just trying to save. Yikes.
Now that would have been the icing on the cake for a round that was definitely unorthodox, to say the least. I'm just glad that they stuck that, okay, we have control of the site, we're just going to get the bomb down. I also like how they buddied up to get the bomb retrieval as well, because they didn't know if somebody had pushed forward. That was another nice little piece of work from Izako Boars. They sent 2 players to go regain the bomb. I believe they used splashes as well to secure the objective. They do get it down. It's critically keeping 3 rifles up. So Lincoln and Wolfie should be relegated to lesser guns such as SMGs or Deagles. Will be a Deagle for Wolfie, but This is a huge opportunity now for Izako Boars to really build upon what they've just gained.
Oh my god, on a side note, Dota just got a huge update. People are calling it Dota 3 bugs. When are we getting CSGO 3? But right now, it's actually with the A ramp, Little Mix. They have their numbers in the right place. They can at least alleviate their A pressure. They have control of the A ramp, no problems there. Now they can adjust their numbers and focus towards middle. But Izako Boars, they're still all the way back on mid, and they have not yet decided to advance.
Exus spots the first player to cross into his crosshair. It's Lincoln down low, Perron as well. And it might be death by paper cuts at the start for Little Mix as they're getting chipped away at. This time, though, it's going to be a full-on kill as the op rings through. And Wolfie has fallen. Neeks with the opening kill for his team. Mid-control still under their thumb as well. And I think that Izako Boars are actually going to take this mid-split to Cat. And this is a great call. They have a they spotted out Pit on the boxes. That's B-side wide open. A save has to come in from Little Mix yet again. And this time he needs to hold the rotations back to saving possessions. And HNS goes down. That's a rifle lost. Little Mix hemorrhaging money and hemorrhaging bodies. Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh, that's rough. 5 players alive. This is literally the worst case scenario for Little Mix. Now they're in a, what feels at least like an unwinnable winning condition.
Roy, I think it might get worse. Izako Boars are hunting for these guns.
I hear him.
And Lincoln should be falling.
Yeah, this is tough. You're gonna have what, 1900 next round?
Yep, they're on first round loss. They are at the bottom of the barrel. They lose his life as well. Now, never mind. He's actually going to pick up 2. That's huge for him to stay alive and upgrade to an AK, but will it be enough? I do not know. I don't think it will. I mean, it's going to be the hero AK. Unless Little Mix want to force into this round and go up against a potential match point with $2,400 in the bank. They're going to go for the half buy, or not even a half buy, just a couple pistols, the hero AK. I think this is the right call. Play for overtime. Because if you spend all your money here, you have nothing going to the last round. Okay, Neeks spotted one on B, but...
Wow, finding that kill was so huge. Now it's going to flood numbers towards the B side, but of course, Izako Boars, they're not really ready to commit to that bomb site yet, Bob.
They're not.
Isis on Cat to just apart one by one, and he does just that. Pit and Lincoln fall. B side is crumbled. HNS and Perron are on the flank. And of course, Perron is just going to hold on to his AK-47. He's not really going to worry too much about it, and HNS will look for a weapon upgrade here with his USP. But Izako Boars, this is a 59 potential here.
I think it should be a 15-9 unless HNS can get a whole bunch of kills with the pistol. There's another kill going the way of Perron. He's been so good in these save situations, but he needs to get some of those kills against opposition flooding a site to prevent a bomb, because right now, kills are just stat padding. And stat padding isn't good enough for a win. Izako Boars will get that 15th round on the board. And I thought that the flank was actually going to be able to do something, but Exus just destroyed everybody on the B site. And Luz is here. He's hunting for Perron. Oh, the timing goes the way of Perron. He takes damage, but he will get the kill in the end. Doesn't matter to Izako Boars, though. They have money. They have guns to go around. And they have 6 rounds to play with before we face overtime.
Six rounds, Boggs. In a row. Single one of those rounds, even a single mistake here from Little Mix will be the end, and it'll be Izako Boars putting themselves in contention for playoffs, and Little Mix will get set back. Seems like it's going to be a straight 10 flash. But yeah, I love this strat. Just 10 flashes raining in. It's going to be really hard for the defenders to see anything happening, and the flashes will not stop coming in.
Lincoln, Wolfie getting 2, making a 3rd. This is doable. There's only 2 players left for Izako Boars. And make it 1 as Pit answers with 1 more. With no Neeks with the ops, trying to stay alive. But it's a jumping Cold Zera style from Lincoln to take down the last remaining Izako Boar player. And Little Mix are not out of the mix just yet. They are still cooking. They're still fighting. And they upgrade to a double op setup to boot with an AK and an SG on their side. Izako Boars at the bottom of their money. I'll have to say, this is actually starting to look a little potential for Little Mix. If they can pick up this win here with minimal casualties, there's a good chance they can bring this back.
Five players alive on a 10 flash round. That is a good sign for Little Mix. Obviously, they have not yet given up. So now it's 5 rounds to go. This is the final investment for Izako Boars before they have to eco at least once. If they can claim this one, that means they can go up to 12. At that point, they're really one full gun round and maybe a half gun round away from a potential overtime. Apatitek starting to crawl out upper. If he finds the anchor, which he does, that's huge. That's gonna pull off all the players towards the A side. Top of stairs, top of jungle, and now allow Izako Boars to flood over connector, flood into middle. Now it's Lincoln to try to hold this one back.
Lincoln almost did enough. Wolfie can rotate in, but the bomb is going down regardless of his presence. He's actually going to take damage in return. He's going to fall away. He's going to take the kill onto Toao before he falls all the way back, and he's going to hold his position ticket now. But there's 2 players from Izako Boars alive, and they're both positioned away towards the jungle and connector. Pit coming in through that one, spots at X's. He wins that duel, takes a lot of damage, but Neeks with the op in a 1v2. He's holding the pit. Smoke goes in. Now Pit knows where he is. The spam comes through the smoke. Get Neeks. Plays with the op, but it's not connecting on the Wolfie. The defuse comes in. Neeks will run away. It's going to be our hero op for the T side. But Little Mix are able to pull it back again. Lincoln, once again, holding things down for Little Mix. I thought it was going to be Izako Boars, especially after the double entry. But T-Tech, his job was good, just not good enough.
I mean, his job was good. To follow from his team wasn't enough. But yeah, that is a big drop-off. You read my mind. I thought they had that one for sure. Now they're in a much tougher spot. Just pistols upgraded, a little bit of armor. Neeks with the only weapon available here for Izako Boars. He's gonna open up the round nicely. Wolfie 1-for-1 trade. I still feel like this favors Izako Boars, not Patitek. He's looking for the same lurk out Palace, and he's not gonna expect this guy to be under Balk already. HNS, he falls down. Perron is able to eliminate the pressure and relieve that for now, and at least re-establish vision and sentry towards the 8 side. But the problem is, look at Toa. He's already in jungle.
This is some great positioning for Izako Boars. I mean, think about what they came into this round with as well. Deagles and an op.
They had a Glock too.
And a CZ. Yeah, they had a Glock. Yeah, Beast or Luz had a Glock. That's a good point. I mean, to take this much damage to Little Mix is a good win in and of itself. To do anything further would just be injury to insult. There's a lot of time left relatively as well for Izako Boars. Perron's pushed through. And actually now Toa's gone down. The big site has to be taken by Izako Boars. They still have to contend with Wolfie and Lincoln actually goes down. It's the glass cannon op from X's and Luz to Wolfie. This could go horribly wrong for Little Mix as it's down to Perron on the rotation in. A gun to be picked up from Luz as well. He's going to go with the Cree. This could end horribly for Little Mix.
Yeah, the problem is he has to get out of this market somehow. And the bigger problem is X is just posted up with the op. The only thing working in his favor is really the element of surprise that has X's kind of angles, and same thing with Beast Lulz, who gets caught off guard. But now X's knows exactly where he is, and Perron has to survive the exit, and he does. He has a smoke, he has a defuse. If he can get past this next cross, he has a bomb defused uncontested.
Glocks roar. Oh, it's the knife! Oh, it's the knife! Kill the end!
God.
X's comes up clutch for Izako Boars as they win a round where they had a saved op, a Glock, double Deegs, and a CZ75. And in the most unlikely of circumstances, they're able to win it all.
And with having almost nothing, that was just such a sloppy defense round there from Little Mix. And I mean, Perron lingering in Palace for so long as well. He was so late on that rotate. Right? I mean, they had the information. They knew all the players were pressuring B. They saw that player trying to get from Rahul into B. It was clear. I mean, every single signal was pointing to that B assault, right? And Little Mix just didn't quite get their reinforcements in time. But Izako Boars, that was really, really well played. And that puts him in contention now, Boggs, for playoffs. Now it's a tight-knit battle. Any team could be going through. Any team could be eliminated. It's so close. But for now, this story is over. And we will be moving on to the final match, which is Vexed versus... I think it is Blue Jays, if I'm not mistaken, or ex-Blue Jays. Let me just double-check that really quickly here on my notes. And yes, it is. Actually, no, it is ex-Blue Jays. Sorry, I couldn't figure out if it was the actual Blue Jays or ex-Blue Jays, but it is ex-Blue Jays indeed. That's coming up in about 5 minutes, so stay tuned. That will be coming up here shortly. If you're in here right now, please, please, please follow our socials. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Follow Boggs. He definitely needs your follows. This man needs to eat. The hungry, poor college student. He could use all the help he could get. Follow me down here below. Follow Melanie, our producer and observer. She does a great job behind the scenes. For now, we will be back in about 5 minutes. See you then.